one must perform devotional service with great patience. One should not give up the execution of devotional service because one or two attempts have not been successful. One must continue. Srila Rupa Goswami confirms that one should be very enthusiastic. Yeah, you were using the word enthusiastic. Okay. It was not clicking between me. Enthusiastic and execute devotional service with the patience and confidence. These are three words. Enthusiasm, patience and confidence. These are three. Patience is necessary for developing the confidence that Krishna will certainly accept me because I am engaging in the devotional service. One only has to execute service according to the rules and regulations to ensure success. So these three words, enthusiasm, patience and confidence. These are and in Chaitanya Charitamrita Prabhupada says one has to be serious and sincere, which is part of these three things actually. Because when you are enthusiastic, means you have sincerity. And seriousness means that patience. Patience means seriousness also, right? Your patience means you are serious towards the service. So like that. Prabhupada uses this many times. He says these things. So anyway, it's a very wonderful sloka, you can see it directly, Krishna says what we should do, how we should do. And that is the reason Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went on a tour to South India for preaching purposes, and he met a very great Shankaracharya all over Prakashananda Saraswati in Kashi, and he convinced every one of them that the greatest service is devotional service to the Lord. So the form of the Lord is the bona fide form of the Lord. It is not that the Lord is only impersonal. Lord is personal. That is what the people misunderstand. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Achintya Bhedabhed Tattva does not reject anything. You are impersonalist? Okay, you are impersonalist. Because you are in the thought of school where it is taught that the Lord is impersonal. So you are going to learn up to that. Right? Everybody in your IIT here doesn't become PhDs. The highest degree is PhDs. Or double PhDs or whatever it may be. So, but everybody doesn't go for that. So does that mean that this IIT has to close down? Because those only who want to become PhDs, they come? No. One may become just BS, MS, whatever. Their level of understanding and requirement. So everybody is given to opportunity. So spiritual education, spiritual university, this Krishna consciousness, Bhagavad Gita and Bhagavatam and other books, they give us the opportunity to understand Krishna or God in a fullest level. And other schools teaches in a lower level, BS level, MS level, like school level, like that. So they don't have to be rejected. We can't reject it. That only the IIT students are the best students, other students are junk. Not like that, We respect. Here it is said, right in Bhagavatam, that we respect all living entities. We respect all living entities. We want to advance. The teaching is, we want to advance. We don't want to remain steady. Nice prasadam is nice, but not up to nice prasadam. There should be something more. Prasadam is always going to be nice. But we want to be more on it. So this way we advance, we see. Therefore, in our teachings it says, even to kill a mosquito is an offense. But at other place in Bhagavatam said also that those who are poisonous, they should be killed. So it is justified. Just like the example of a lion given here, a sher. Sher ka example bataya na? That if you go to him and embrace him, oh, you are part of Krishna, my dear, I love you. He says, I love you too. So he loves so much that you are finished. Therefore, we have to be very distinctive where to love, how to love, We are not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. Neither we are six Goswamis, that he goes to the Jharkhand jungle and tell the lion and tiger to dance, and they dance. They don't bite him. So, but other devotees, it is written, other devotees were afraid. Those who joined Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and went with him, they were telling Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, we are afraid. So, we are those other devotees. You know, we are not Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That we can make them to that. So, anyway, the talk we bring it back here to Bhagavad Gita is that this knowledge, this particular sloka, if all of you will memorize it and remember each word, I tell you, oh boy, it will give you entire Bhagavad Gita, you know, and it will, some majority of you are engineering students here, mostly I think. So you don't want to take the mechanics or heat engines or any other subject knowledge and just keep it in a knowledge form. You want to take it and put it in a practice, isn't it? That is your goal of taking the degree. And that's what it makes you to earn the money too. If you just say, I can open up this page and read it for you, who cares? The factory owner doesn't care whether you read book or handbook or whatever, you know. He is happy with his mechanic. So this way, Bhagavad Gita is a handbook for all entire human society as well as for all the living entities. But the other living entities cannot read. Human beings can read and understand. So while we talk, you all have heard it many, many times. And we are into this business full time, you know. So we experience, you will imagine, we go to the millionaires, you know, like this Ambani or Tata or whatever. And after you associate with them, they try to open up their heart, you know. So what do we have? What do I have? I am a beggar. You know this guy is going to take money from me. So we are beggars. But they know whatever the realized knowledge we have, they have zero. And because they have zero, they are suffering. Because they are in a bodily consciousness of life. Our teaching is so nice, you know. Because they are in a bodily consciousness of life, they are suffering. They say, oh, my business, and these workers, this factory got in fire, there is so many things, you know. And that's in bodily consciousness. They don't know what is spiritual consciousness. They never heard of it, though they are so rich and everything. Same way, Prabhupada says, when Prabhupada came, Prabhupada says, I give you all credit as a big educationalist. But, Prabhupada says, but the king of the education you don't have. The king of the education you don't have. So Krishna has sent me, God has sent me, he says, to give you that. You take it and you will perfect yourself. So that's what Prabhupada did. Prabhupada has taken up the entire mass of people all over the world and given them these things. That take this and put it in your life. When you put it in your life, you will have perfection start from your life. Till then, you will remain imperfect. And you will always remain unsatisfied. And that perfection and satisfaction will never come to you. So therefore, we have to propagate this Krishna consciousness among our friends, relatives, whatever, believers, non-believers. Of course, there are offenses, as you know it. But even in Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is so Namo Mahavadanyaya. He is so merciful, you know. So he distributes among everybody, among believers as well as non-believers. And that proof you can see it in Chaitanya Charitamrita. In Chaitanya Charitamrita, Chaitanya Krishna Kaviraj Goswami, he boldly says, no discrimination. Where am I going to draw boundary, he says, you know? The whole world is full with that. So where am I going to boundary? Just take Harinam, just take this knowledge. And that practical application of this knowledge of the Gita, very nice way it comes with education. Very nice way it comes with education. So therefore, like some of the kids, you will be surprised. When they come in a 10th grade, they question us. They say, all these things you will keep on telling us, paying obeisances, put on this garland on this devotee, you know, give him flowers, give him prasadam. Where is it? Where are you getting all these things? They say. Are you creating your own or what? You know? So we have to be thoroughly equipped with the answer. That look, in this sloka, he said like this. Can you read it with me? Read it. He said, oh, okay. You know? So when it grows like that, they question like that. And we have to be prepared. Of course, you all are very respectful and honorable, but at the same time, these kids are even that level. They question it, you know, they speak up. So that makes us more stronger. You know, that let us learn Krishna consciousness very thoroughly, practice it also very thoroughly. Then that way they will not misunderstand it. They may not be misled. So therefore Prabhupada says start this educational institution, and we started this since last 22 years. There are many other schools. Mumbai also has a school. There are 2 schools in Mumbai. One Chopadi also has it, and Juhu also has it. Vrindavan also has it. But all the devotees came and they saw it, that to the level this Krishna consciousness we are trying to keep at this Bhakti Vedanta English school is not in that level. So, and of course, if we are also in the city, maybe we may be in that same boat, you know. But at least Prabhupada has put us in this kind of sacred place where this Krishna consciousness goes on very nicely. So these kids are learning, and there are many people's parents, families are also saved, they are also saved, and so many things are happening. So based on all this knowledge, we try to distribute Krishna consciousness and help the children, help their parents, help the guardians, help the society, and everywhere. And society can be saved. Because I don't know about your Kanpur city here, and I heard much more about Bangalore city though, which is almost same as Gujrat, they say. All Western atmosphere, you know, entire Western atmosphere. So we are not rejecting entire Western atmosphere. But when I say atmosphere, means the behavior of the life, you know. But thing is, we should have a discrimination. What is good and what is bad? What is original and what is not original? Correct? We should have it. And that we can get it from this Krishna consciousness. From our Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Chaitanya Charitamrita, like that. And that is being tested by all the Guru Parampara and coming down from Krishna 5,000 years ago, more than 5,000 years ago. Because in 4th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Krishna said, I gave this knowledge to this son god Vivaswan, and in that number of years, if you count, you cannot count them. So many millions, you know, like that kind. So just a second. So anyway, so this Krishna consciousness is coming down for time immemorial, because it's a spiritual education. It does not change with the time limit. We may have a sophistication of the material arrangement, you know. We can have a sophistication of the material arrangement. But does that change the originality? It does not change the originality. No matter how and which way we examine it. Previously, as it is said, that now we can communicate through these computers and everything in a very subtle way, in no time. So the Rishi Munis and all the saintly people were communicating. They were thinking about a particular person, and that particular person remained present there. How? He doesn't talk. He doesn't talk. If you have heard a name, there are what we call Mauni Babas. Many of them keep quiet. All throughout their life, they never speak a word. No matter what, you know. Still they communicate. Just think about it. How powerful it is. So that computer is already here. I don't mean to, I'm not against your computer, don't misunderstand me please. But what I am trying to say is that this originality also must be preserved. This is our real wealth. If at all we real wealth have, if we Indians have it, then it's this. The world will not have it. The whole world will not have it, actually. And when we have a Rath Yatra in New York, people from all over the world are there. Not only devotee group, but common also, you know, visit they come. So they really look at it, you know. They very carefully keep on looking at this Rath Yatra. So they may use bad words, forget about that part, you know. But they keep on watching this. that these people are daring so much, and just moving like this on the street, with a cart and everything like that. So they are also getting benefit and knowledge like that, which is a massive way of preaching, But the whole idea is that this sloka tells us exactly how we have to do the things in our practical way of life. Slowly but steadily. We can't give it up. Prabhupada says that once my book that touched or read, or if any devotee who is practicing Krishna consciousness, when he says something to somebody, that thing grows. And it is for good for them, It is good for them. It is always nice for them. And as it is said that this is a material example, that in America, Henry Ford, the Ford Motor Company, that Henry Ford, he is the original person there. He made a car initially, which is almost like a cycle. Yeah, if you see in his museum in America, or if they bring some photographs, it is almost like a cycle. But I tell you, it is written there, the city is called Greenville there, and it is written there, Michigan, same where I took my study, that he says, I want to have this time with everybody. He wanted to materially distribute his knowledge and his practical application with the motor powered cycle with everybody. And in a short period of time he did it. भगवान ने उसको इतना empower कर दिया materially. And Prabhupada says, we Indians have those qualities. Previously we had those qualities. And now we have become myself. So we have to have this knowledge, and then what we are going to do? Distribute it. The more we distribute it, the more it grows. Small, big level doesn't matter. Right now you 30 students, you will attract another 30 students. Those 30 students will another 30 students, It will multiply, keep on multiplying, keep on multiplying. And one day will come where there will be thousands of them, like that. So it is slow, as it is said, with these three qualities, enthusiasm, patience and confidence. With this quality, we have to, so 26 qualities of the devotees, which are mentioned in Upadeshamrut also, in Chaitanya Charitamrita also. We have to have one quality, two quality, slowly and gradually. The question may come, how do we develop those qualities? It is not something you buy in a medical store. You treat this quality, you take this medicine, red medicine, so you become enthusiastic. You take yellow, so you become patient. Not like that. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. That's the teaching. We have to have an offenseless chanting. Key is to offenseless chanting. Now you all have a study pressure, I understand. So, but chanting. We should do the chanting. As nice and as best as possible. With that chanting, everything happens. Which I saw Prabhupada personally, I met him as I told you. And most of the time Prabhupada, keep on chanting. Even while he speak and preach, he is still chanting. Just can you imagine? Two things he can do it at a time. Continuous, busy in chanting, absorbed in Hare Krishna chanting, continuously chanting. Satatam kirtan tomam, ejana paripatme. So satat, Prabhupada will constantly engage in chanting. So like that, we have to develop a habit. Study ourselves very nicely. We don't want to say, tomorrow is exam, today I am going to do 64 Japamala. Today I will do 64 Japamala, tomorrow I am going in exam blank head. No, sir, not like that. Krishna says, I give you the intelligence. He says in 10th chapter or 2nd chapter, he says, I give you the intelligence by which you will come to me. So, this education, material education, is also his energy. who are we to decry? Material energy is also his energy. You don't want to decry. Right now this nice building is built, it's made out of material energy. But because of that we are able to sit nicely, comfortably and listen to him. If we sit right on the crossroad here, what do? Can we do anything? So much disturbance. We are not that powerful yogis that we will sit there right there and listen Krishna Katha. Correct? So this is very nice. So this is a material energy. But that material energy is used in the service of Krishna. So it is Krishna consciousness. Prabhupada used to give the example of this microphone. You must have heard him. Right. So anyway, so to make it more interesting, we can talk certain things. But
I'll just check with Ryan, current status of the training.
Okay.
So that we can decide.
Yeah.
What is the training? I'll just go. It is there.
Okay. So anyway, you put up some questions which will make it more enthusiastic. I don't want to bore you because you heard this philosophy many times. Right? Express. But it's little different today, maybe I think. So my practical experience says that we can do it like this. You know? We can do it like this. And at our to give you the description of the project, since I don't have photograph, otherwise the photograph would have showed you everything. But I don't have it, neither I have CD. But say here is an 18 acres of property. I'm talking about a project which I'm carrying out for Prabhupada. So we have 18 acres of property there. So at one place in the temple, as soon as you enter in one of the gate, east side gate, there is a temple there. And below the temple is upstairs, 1 floor above. And below is the prasadam hall and a kitchen. And opposite to that, at present temple, there was an old temple we had. So there the Jagannath, Subhadra and Baldev reside, and these 3 sets of deities reside here. Mira, Radha, Damodar, Nitai, Gaur-Sundar and Srinathji. Full-size deities and full-size temple decoration and everything. Very nice. Then about 100 feet away we have a school building. Then another 300 feet away we have a guest house, 12-room guest house. Then there is an entrance gate which we haven't opened it because it is in a south direction. So according to Vastu Sastra, they said that you have to do certain things before you open. So we haven't opened it, it is there as a monument. And between the guest house there and another big building, that is the hostel building. We call it ashram for the legal protection. Because as soon as you name building hostel or something, the government comes in the picture and they say, give us the taxes. So they harass you. So when they ashram, they don't have taxes. So it is named ashram. But that ashram building has 48 rooms and it can accommodate as many as 450 children as a residence children. Guest house is 12 rooms. In each room 4 to 5 people can stay. Devotee can stay 3 to 4 devotees with attached bathroom, toilet, full facility. C-shaped school building which we have 38 rooms, good size rooms. We have certain double size rooms also, 4 rooms in the school building where we can have some conference or some gathering like this or something. And there is a Gosala is there which has a RCC building for the cows. Building. 70 cows are there. So we are carrying out this proper mission in this way. And now we have come to that level where we need help, you know. My body is getting older, Maharaji's body is getting older, and we are unable to run like we were running before. So any one of you who will be interested, you can extend yourself or come and visit. Let us put it that way. Just come and visit and see how nice it is. On college level and everywhere, it is very good. You know, because people are grown up, there is a good thought, thinking. But this is for the children. So right from that young age, when this is given, they are enthusiastically taken. Not 100%. I will not say 100%. So this way, this Krishna consciousness this Bhagavad Gita second sloka. They are using it. So let us do some question answers and some Ishti-Goshti type of thing. So it can become more interesting. Yes.
Guruji, how do we understand that Bhagavan realization is better than the impersonal realization?
Bhagwan can be realized, as you know, Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti Sabdate. Bhagwan can be, first you put the word Bhagwan, okay, then draw a line underneath, mathematics, then draw the 3 lines. Bhagwan is realized in 3 ways. Impersonal way, personal way, and what is that?
Brahmajyoti.
Brahmajyoti. That is impersonal.
Local.
Paramatma realization. There are 3 ways. So 1, 2 and 3. So every one of them it starts with Brahmajyoti, that is impersonal. Then Paramatma realization, then Bhagwan realization. Brahmeti, Paramatmeti, Bhagwaniti Sabdate. So then Bhagwan realization. So Prabhupada is explaining that those who are impersonalists, those who do not understand the personal aspect of the Lord and other aspects of the Lord, also Paramatma, they still, Krishna is so merciful that he made them to realize about Brahmajyoti very fast, very quick. So they stop right there. That's it. That's their full point. Then little more advanced in knowledge. This person penetrates the Brahmajyoti and he sees the personal aspect of the Lord, which is Paramatma, 400 form of Vishnu. So he realized that with a little more knowledge, which is a form. Now he is coming towards the form of the Lord. And more than that is Bhagavan, the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Krishna, 200 form. So that is still more knowledge. And much more than knowledge, in Krishna's realization, much more than knowledge is this surrendering thing. You know. Krishna is standing before us in his Vigraha form, in his deity form, and he is telling us through all his books. I will give you a very nice story example, short example for this. He says, I am in this form before you. So why should we question? As a believer in Krishna or as a non-believer in Krishna, why we should object him that he is not Krishna or who are you? He says, you said you are Krishna. So, okay, we accept it. This is a devotee quality, surrendering quality. Then other speculations, they question. Then they go not get Krishna. They do not get Krishna. Prabhupada gives the example in Krishna book that Kamsa was always, they can come and sit. You know, can we move?
Lot of space. तो आगे हो जाइए सब लोग please.
We can move little. Back problem? Any chair?
No.
So anyway, so then Kamsa, he was also thinking about Krishna. He did not forget about Krishna. But see how he was thinking? In an inimical way. And therefore he reached only up to the impersonal aspect. And that kind of mukti Krishna gave him. But then he has to progress further. So the perfection of the religion, the perfection of religion lies in understanding Krishna is the Supreme Personality of the Godhead. So we understand this through the philosophy of Achintya Ved Abhed Tattva of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. That this is the highest. There is 100% nothing higher. We can read Ramakrishna Paramahansa's book or Radha Krishna's book or this book or that book or anybody's book. We will say nothing higher than this. Nothing higher than this. And you already know the succession, other succession. Like first Buddha came. You all know those things. And he touched the atheism. Because at that time Brahmins were killing the animals and cows and all that. So he stopped, he came with that mission to stop animal killing and he did it all over the world. So then further because he rejected the Vedas, Vedas has to be established. So in another 500 years or 1000 years or something, Jagadguru Shankaracharya came. Shankaracharya took up the mission, nothing else, just Vedas are right. Vedas are right. Vedas are right. So he did not teach the bhakti. He said, go, bhaj govindam, bhaj muramate. But that's about it, not details, how to worship these sort of things. So he touched the impersonal aspect and Jnana Marga, Paramatma realization. But not Krishna, Bhagavan, Supreme Personality of Godhead. But Prabhupada says he admits Govindam, Bhaj Govindam, means he is admitting. But his Shishyas did not follow it, that level. And therefore they are still carrying out to that level. So after Shankaracharya, Ramanujacharya, Madhvacharya, Nimba, so many of them came. And they established the personal aspect of the Lord. Therefore in our Vaishnava Sampradaya, we have Dvaita, Advaita, Vishishta, Advaita, like that. And this is Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's Achintya Bhed Abhed Tattva, which is the highest one, as we all know it, which supersedes all others. We don't reject it. They may treat us that these guys are rejecting. We don't reject it. We don't reject it. We say, oh, we understand you. We understand you. We will bow down to you. No problem. Like Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he went, he bowed down to Prakashananda Saraswati. And he thinks that, he is a great personality. Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is going down. But when that conversation took place, he turned around and he says, you are Sakshat Narayan. I had a mistake, sorry. So that admittance is required. And now in today's, these so-called different Sampradayas people, that admittance is not there. That admittance is not there. And therefore all these more problems are there, in a real sense. Every one of Sampradaya in India at least, they use Bhagavad Gita, isn't it? Yes. Even he may be Ramdev, doesn't matter. He used Bhagavad Gita. But does he admit? Ask him. He doesn't admit. This is where the ego has come and stopped. Because if we admit Krishna is superior than him, so he doesn't want to do that. He doesn't want to give that credit. So he says, I can teach this only. Arey Baba, you teach this only means what? Where are you teaching this? You all are engineering students, you are using wonderful books of so many nice professors, and you reject that professor? You read his books and you will reject him? What kind of fools we should be, if we reject that professor? He may be alive, he may not be alive, doesn't matter. But we can't reject him. Because he was alive, because he was so learned and so much sympathetic towards this materialistic approach, he gives us this book to understand it. So we acknowledge it. Anyway, Krishna is the Supreme Master. And he is teaching everything. How to live the life, how to do this, how to do that. And we are rejecting him. We are rejecting his book, we are rejecting him. You heard of Swaminarayan people also. In Delhi there are big projects at Jamari. Some of you may have seen it. They reject Bhagavad Gita. They don't. They have Krishna's form. Now because what happened is in their teaching, they got lots of donations from those who believe in Krishna. So they found out that if we will do rejection, we will be thrown out. So they introduced Krishna worship. But they worship Krishna not the way it is prescribed. And they still don't admit Bhagavad Gita. They say we have our Gita. They Gita Patri, what they call it. Right.
They were descended from Ramanujacharya.
Ramanujacharya. Who? These Swaminarayan?
Chimajir Swami.
Swaminarayan.
Swaminarayan, they say that they are...
But I don't think they are Ramanujacharya.
They are not Ramanujacharya. They are close to... They say that we are kind of orthodoxy similar to Ramanujacharya, but they are not actually disciples. They are not connected to the Sampradaya.
No, they are not.
They are not connected.
Their discipline structure, I don't think go that way. There, if you see the picture, they have in the middle their main guru actually. He was the main guru actually. They made him God. And they have 4 people. You saw the picture sometimes in somebody's house, some Indian's house. They have 4 other personalities, saintly people. They know, they are sannyasis. So these are the 4. But then from 4, we have like 6 Goswamis. But we have connection from 6 Goswamis onward. Do they have that connection? Which I don't know. Really. I cannot answer you in future. But this is what they show. But the key point I was bringing is the Bhagavad Gita. That they should still admit that we have used Bhagavad Gita. Principles of brahmacharya they are using. Where is it they have learned? Where have they got it? They must give the credit. Mataji, आप सब गए, बैठ जाओ, स्लो कर लो हिट को, और बैठ जाओ. Please sit.
Sir, what is the meaning of Achintya Veda Veda?
Achintya Veda Abhed Tattva. Very nice example is given by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu himself, and Bhakti Vedanta Swami Prabhupada also repeated the same thing. He gives the example of a sun. Sun. As soon as the sun rays comes to our house, we normally speak, sun has come. But is the really sun has come? Sun rays have come. Okay, so the sun has 3 aspects. Sun's rays, sun's glow, and sun god. We call it Surya Narayana normally. So sun god. These are the 3 aspects. They all have the same quality to generate the heat for the benefit of the entire living entities. Same quality, but these are the three different things. So, you are sorry. He is asking about Achintya Veda Veda Tattva. But yeah, it comes in this. Yeah. So Prabhupada explained that he says that everything is sun in one word, if you put it. But is everything sun? The intelligent, educated, learned person will distinguish. No, these are sun rays which comes from sun. This is a sun globe which the rays are coming. And in that I am unable to perceive, but there is a sun deity, Narayana. So these are the 3 aspects. They all are qualitatively same, but quantitatively and in a different qualities they are different. One is controlled by another. They are correlated but still controlled by another. So in Achintya Veda Veda Tattva, we do understand what is Bhagavan, what is Paramatma, and what is impersonal aspect of the Lord, which is considered, which is parallel comparison with this sun's example. You got it?
Yes.
So these 3 aspects in both the lines have the same qualities and same explanations. Impersonal Brahma Jyoti is also transcendental. The word transcendental. Paramatma is also transcendental. And Bhagavan is also transcendental. But there are qualitative and quantitative differences. It is explained by Prabhupada that in impersonal aspect, you realize you do not, Satchidananda Vigraha. You understand the eternal aspect of the Lord. That is impersonal realization. Then Satchit, Chit means knowledge. So that is Paramatma realization. 2 aspects, Chit aspect and Sat aspect. Sat, Chit and Anand, that is 3rd, one more. It is in Bhagavan realization. Which is very easy to understand, very easy to understand. That when we see the light from the Lord and we see some energy, another kind of energy emanating from Him, it does not give us the total satisfaction of the bliss. It does not. So that is very easy to perceive. So when we go, then next go to the Paramatma realization with the knowledge. So then somebody explain us what is this impersonal aspect and what is this Paramatma realization. So the knowledge comes. So little satisfaction comes, but still the bliss doesn't come. Still bliss doesn't come. But when we see Krishna, everything comes.
So Narayana aspect is Paramatma realization.
Narayana aspect is Paramatma realization. Narayana is 400 actually. It's the Paramatma realization.
So,
But
yes, so that means Krishna, the 200, Krishna is the Bhagavan realization who is 100% blissful.
He is 100% bliss, knowledge and eternity. All three aspects in him. In his own aspect, he has these other qualities preserved it by himself, just to make the devotee to understand his highest form. It is not that they are less or more. Therefore Prabhupada said transcendentalist. Prabhupada uses the word transcendentalist. Impersonalists are also transcendentalists. Paramatma realized also transcendentalists. And therefore when you go in a Kumbh Mela, you will see majority impersonalists. But that spiritual aspect is pervading there. So therefore you feel good about it. But as a devotees, we still don't feel that much good. So we want to go to the blissful state of Krishna. So we look for that. As soon as our ISKCON temple is there, or somebody else, some another Vaishnava, some Krishna, Radha form is there, we go and immediately bow down and we experience that good feeling. Maybe glimpse, little bit of it, but it is there. So that is the realization.
So Ramanujacharya Sampradaya and Madhvacharya Sampradaya, they taught only the Narayana aspect, which is Ayadati, and it is
Paramatma
realization.
realization. Yes?
Is there any difference between Nirakaravadis and Mayavadis?
Difference, yes.
Are they same?
Nirakarvadi means the one who does not believe in the personal form of the Lord. Very simple explanation. Nir akar, one who does not have no shape. Ni means no shape. That is Nirakar, no shape. That is Nirakarvadi. He does not believe in personal form of the Lord. Mayavadi means he says everything is Maya. Your devotional service is also Maya. He says you have to get up, you have to take bath, you have to do this, you have to do that. All this is Maya.
The assertion itself then is Maya.
So Maya?
The assertion itself then is Maya.
Attraction?
Assertion itself is Maya.
What is it?
Assertion.
The statement itself.
Assertion.
Assertion itself is Maya.
Statement itself is Maya. Yes, their statement itself is Maya. Their statement is Maya, not our statement.
I was saying the same.
Because Prabhupada says, we don't reject material energy. We say material energy is temporary. Material energy is temporary. Anything, our body is temporary. House is temporary, palace is temporary, car is temporary, plane is, everything is temporary. Country itself is temporary, everything is temporary. But we don't say that thing is not existing. Yes, that thing is existing. But it is material in nature, so it is temporary. Temporary means it has come in existence and at a certain period of time it is going to be destroyed. That is the meaning of temporary. So that is how we understand it by Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's explanation.
So do they say that the Lord has any form?
Lord, who said that?
Mayavadis?
Mayavadis, they, even though they say that Lord has a form, they say it is still material. That's what they say.
So what is then not Maya?
Huh?
What is then not Maya?
What is that not Maya? That is their spiritual aspect. Krishna told Arjuna, you can see me only by the divine vision. Eyes are the same, not that a cataract was removed. If you remove cataract, doesn't make you divine. You understand what I am trying to say? So, divine vision is so subtle. It is like this mobile phone. You don't know where the rays are coming and how they are coming and how they are acting. But when you dial the numbers, it works. So same way the personal form of the Lord. Personal form of the Lord. Personal form of the Lord is there. And Lord has, I have not said that story yet. It's a very small one, very nice to learn that. But that personal form of the Lord we can accept and understand when we develop that quality of agreement. You are a student of which college? Physics. You are from physics?
Yes.
So if you go in a physical laboratory and if you tell your physical professor who want to do you some experiment, right from the beginning you start questioning yourself. Is this experiment true? Is it going to make me do right? Do you think you can do it right?
I think I have to faith on the
Exactly right. You will be baffled because the professor will read your mind. Even materially he will read your mind. Your name is?
Rahul.
Rahul. Your professor, Mr. Ramesh professor, for example, he will read Rahul's mind. That Rahul is doubting. He is not going to do this experiment. He is going to fail. You know? But if you turn around inside here and he says, Sir, Ramesh professor, I do what I say. Then you did it. You know? Your results are perfect, your table is perfect, your experiment is perfect, you got 100 marks.